Welcome to Bias Bash. I'm Lauren Green. President Obama is scheduled to tour the flooded areas of Louisiana today after declining to visit in the immediate aftermath of the devastation due to logistical concerns. Well, this is the same reasoning President Bush gave in 2005 for not touring the immediate destruction left by Hurricane Katrina in New Orleans. But the media at the time was not nearly as forgiving of President Bush as they have been of President Obama. Here now to weigh in is Fox News contributor Ellen Ratner. Welcome, Ellen.
Well, thank you very much. You may know, just for sake of whatever, that I actually produced, after Hurricane Katrina, worked to raise almost $3 million to develop the community center down in Mississippi. So I'm very familiar with what George Bush did and didn't do. And I want to say that I think the media is being very unfair, or was unfair, to George Bush in comparison to how they have been to President Obama. Because President Obama used the exact same reasoning that President Bush did. They all made fun of President Bush taking a flyover to see the area. But if President Obama were to take a flyover to see the area, they'd say he was looking at everything. So I think the media is very prejudiced against President Bush and what happened after Hurricane Katrina.
Now, this kind of just goes along with the narrative that, for the media, hate Bush, love Obama. I mean, isn't just this part of another chapter in this narrative?
Well, yes. I mean, I honestly, what I think the media has done is they disliked President Bush. They like President Obama. Look, I'm a lefty, but the fact is that President Bush didn't do anything different than President Obama. In fact, President Obama continued to play golf, which at least President Bush wasn't seen doing.
Well, this is the interesting thing, because a lot of people have been criticizing, well, at least at Fox, have been criticizing President Obama for playing golf and seeming to be on this wonderful, fanciful vacation while there are suffering going on in Louisiana. Would have been better for him to go back to the White House, at least, to kind of weather it out, or, does it make any difference? Because, the administration follows him wherever he goes. But do you think the media really even got to that point?
Well, I think what President Obama should have done and did not, and I wasn't advising him and they didn't ask me for my advice, is to give a presser right then and there from Martha's Vineyard and said, I will go as soon as the governor asks me to go. I have made this and this available on our federal routine. I don't want to now get in the way of rescue operations. But he should have given a presser and taken questions from the press, but he didn't.
From your point of view, though, did President Bush do anything more than President Obama in terms of when he finally got to the area, or what he did for the area?
Well, I do know that President Bush's father and President Clinton developed the Bush-Clinton Fund, which actually did do a lot of funding. I know that President Bush did put a lot of effort in through FEMA and other places, and you had people like Governor Haley Barbour at the time lobbying to get more money into Mississippi, and of course there was also Louisiana. But I think that it's hard to know what President Obama has continued to do and what President Bush did and compare them at this point in time. Maybe 3-4 months from now we can do an exact comparison.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Thank you so much, Ellen.
Thank you.
And if you want to hear more media analysis on the week's top headlines, catch Media Buzz with Howard Kurtz, Sundays at 11 a.m. Eastern and again at 5 p.m. Eastern on the Fox News Channel. I'm Lauren Green, and thanks for watching.